Good morning. I don't have makeup on today, so I'm using the full filter to cover me. But happy Holy Wednesday. Today is not as happy as the last 2 days, but it's still an important role in the Holy Week that led to Jesus' ultimate crucifixion. So today in the Holy Week, one of Jesus' disciples, his name was Judas, decided that he wanted to, or that he would agree to betray Jesus because he was desperate for money, and they said that they would pay him. So in Matthew 26, the chief priests basically plot to arrest and kill Jesus. But they need some kind of help because they're not sure if they could trick him or what. And I'm going to read the verses of the plot to kill Jesus, and then we'll go from there. Okay, chapter 26 in Matthew, starting in verse 1. Now it came to pass when Jesus had finished all these sayings that he said to his disciples, "You know that after 2 days is the Passover, and the Son of Man will be delivered up to be crucified." Then the chief priests, the scribes, and the elders of the people assembled at the place of the high priest, who was called Caiaphas, and plotted to take Jesus by trickery and kill him. But they said, "Not during the feast, lest there be an uproar among the people." So then we skip over to verse 14, and it says, Then one of the 12, called Judas Iscariot, went to the chief priests and said, "What are you willing to give me if I deliver him to you?" And they counted out to him 30 pieces of silver. So from that time he sought opportunity to betray him as being Jesus. So Judas was just, I don't know, just so desperate at this point for money because he was in charge of the finances of him, and Matthew were in charge of the finances, but Judas mostly took over. And he just became so desperate for money and worldly things that he was willing to betray Jesus to get these things. Now, although this is a terrible thing that he did, this is an important role in the story of Jesus' crucifixion. Because without this betrayal, Jesus wouldn't have been able, Jesus wouldn't have been arrested, I mean. And without the arrest, we wouldn't have gotten him to where he was, of being accused by the people and then sentenced to a crucifixion. So even though this is terrible, it is part of the story, and everything happens for a reason. Everything leads to something that allows for the plan to unfold. But yeah, that's what happened on Holy Wednesday, and it's a doozy, but it's a part of the plan, and Jesus knew about it. He knew it would happen. So, and we'll get into that tomorrow for Monday. I don't know how they pronounce it, but Maundy Thursday. So, I hope y'all have a blessed week and a blessed rest of your day. Bye!